So this is one of the more intriguing products we've seen at the show so far. This is your new Bigsby pedal. Now, I think to most guitarists, the name Bigsby means a device that makes guitars really hard to string. But this is not what your product does. Tell us about the Bigsby pedal.
Yeah, like this is a Bigsby pedal. No strings required. No tuning issues. I mean, obviously, like that's one angle. That's one way to view the product. It definitely, you can say it solves a lot of practical problems. For example, you have two songs in your set that require some Bigsby action, and you don't want to lug around an extra guitar just because of that. Or for example, you don't want to ruin your precious vintage Telecaster with mounting holes, so it solves all those practical problems. But what gets us really excited is also the fact that it opens up, besides being a convenient replacement for a Bigsby system, it opens up also new creative possibilities, creative ways of playing. Because with a Bigsby, your right hand is tied to the vibrato arm, and unless you're Jeff Beck or something, strumming patterns plus Bigsby, motions, that's kind of quite challenging and limiting. So here you have this added advantage of starting plucking the notes at the same time as you manipulate the pitch of the notes. So it's a kind of good combination between solving a lot of practical issues and offering the Bigsby sound to pretty much any guitar, including acoustic instruments and bass and whatever you like. But also it opens up a lot of creative possibilities. So yeah.
So how difficult was it to simulate the sound of a Bigsby vibrato using digital pitch shifting?
Quite frankly, it was a really challenging task. So this was so what this pedal does, it does real-time polyphonic pitch shifting. We would like to say that it's a really, really fantastic algorithm. It sounds very, very lifelike. It's it's quite amazing, and we're taking advantage of the newest Shark audio microcontroller, and it's a proprietary piece of code that we've worked for over 2 years on. So it has been a big journey. Getting the first initial results was quite easy. I wouldn't say easy, but it was quite quick first results, but then ironing out all the details and the imperfections took well over a year. So I would say it's one of the most reliable real-time pitch shifting algorithms out there. And if I may add one other thing, the cool thing about this pedal is that the form factor, it does not have an on-off switch. It doesn't have for example, the Whammy is a great pedal, but you have to switch it on, manipulate the pedal, put it back in its place, and then switch the pedal off, for example, right? Here, the pedal is always in standby mode, and there is an optical sensor inside, and as soon as you move this lever, it triggers itself to switch, to substitute the incoming signal with the pitch shifted signal. So it has so that moment when the signal switches between the real signal of the guitar and the pitch shifted one, that was the biggest challenge, to make those transitions just, wow, it's magic, you know what I mean? But as a result, you don't have to think about switching anything on or off. You just apply the pressure whenever you need it. So yeah, that was the most challenging thing about this, not having an on-off switch.
Very cool, because of course the digital algorithm will introduce a certain amount of latency, and you then have to crossfade that with the...
Exactly, yeah. So this was a tough compromise to make. So in the end, this pedal produces something around 35 or 40 milliseconds of latency, which is not ideal, but there's a lot of, we've done a lot of optimization and workarounds. So I would say that when you're playing, it will feel really, really smooth. And most people are surprised when they learn that there's actually like 40 milliseconds of latency. But yeah, like, so there's like transient separation and that kind of stuff going on that helps optimize that. But the upside is that it sounds amazing. Like, it sounds really good. So.
It also sounds as though you can do some things that wouldn't be possible with a real Bigsby. A real Bigsby. I mean, a mechanical Bigsby.
I mean, yeah, you can go. So you can go starting from a quarter tone. So this is the kind of a roller knob setup here that we have. You can the lowest interval you can set it up to is a quarter tone, and then you can go up to a semitone, full tone, and then all the way up to an octave. And even if you have it and then also you can reverse the pedal's direction. So if you step on this part of the pedal, it will pitch down. If you apply pressure here, it will pitch it up. And then there's a switch on the back that lets you reverse that order, so you can really go crazy. Also, there's a built-in tone control for the pitch shifted signal. So if you're doing like lower intervals, like bigger intervals, downshifting, then you might want the sound to be like more bassy. If you're doing upwards intervals, you want the sound to be more trebly. You can also blend in the dry signal of the guitar so that it's kind of a harmonizer. And also there's a built-in LFO that can do also all sorts of interesting things, like emulating the kind of vibration motion or something. Yeah. So lots of knobs and things to play with.
Wow. Well, I'm hoping you might be able to show us some of these knobs in action in just a second.
Course, yeah.
How soon is this going to be available, and how much is it going to cost?
It's already out. It's been out recently. We keep selling out, but I mean, those are available with our dealer network and also directly from Gamechanger.com. So yeah, look for the Bigsby pedal. It's out there, and
And what's the retail price?
I think it's $379 US.
Excellent. Well,